everyone! Kia ora at kamusta po kayong lahat? Saan man dako ng mundo? I'm back again. Hopefully, you are not getting tired of my face and my live sessions because last night I just had my session as well with Mary Ann for our weekly podcast as well on New Zealand First Home Buyers Garden Insight. So if you've been watching that as well, especially if you're already here in New Zealand, that will give you an idea on how you can purchase your first home or even on your next home, second home, in other words. Anyway, we've got our live. Oh my goodness gracious me! I've already shown. I'm supposed to hide you. I forgot about it. But anyway, you are not joining me. Dear me, goodness gracious. Anyway, we have viewers now, so it's not a surprise anymore. Anyway, I have already posted your photo, the lovely photo, and you're quite popular, especially that you're an admin of the other Facebook page of New Zealand, oh,
Yes.
Filipino teachers in New Zealand, or even those who are aspiring to become a teacher here in New Zealand. Guys, it's term 1 in New Zealand, and it's week 2. Unfortunately, I'm quite sad because term 1 has 11 weeks. So after this, at least tomorrow, it's Friday, Fun Friday. And so we have 9 more weeks to go. Ang haba pa, na. Ganyan talaga. That's why we badly need holidays anyway, because if you are here, you will know why, especially if you're teaching in primary. Sa ECE wala. We will talk more about that. Yes, it's different in ECE. So thank you so much for watching us, for tuning in, and let us know where you are watching from. We would like to know if baka naman kapitbahay ka lang namin and you're watching and we would like to meet you one day, have a cuppa with you and with the other teachers as well. Who knows, you might be needing our help, Michelle's help, and many things, or just probably have a network. You don't know what help you'll be needing with in the future. So reach out, let us know if you're from the Philippines, US, Russia, China, India, Pakistan, any parts of the world, especially if you're here in New Zealand. If you're watching the South Island or North Island, let us know, please. We would like to connect with you. And right, and if you have been following this page, or if you missed the previous episode, I would like to let you know that these videos have been compiled in my YouTube channel, so it's easier for you to just type it down, grow yourself, and you check on the different tabs. You will see the playlist, the podcast, and even the community that I've started there, but it's not so active. I'm more active on Facebook page, but just posting. Sometimes I just run through the posts of my friends, and that's pretty much it. But I am so thankful that I'm making these connections with the different teachers. And the purpose of this, is just to get more information and to share it to those who will be needing it. And we are so grateful. I am so grateful with those teachers who are giving their free time to us. This is just going to be quick. I hope we will not go past 9 o'clock because I know we'll have class tomorrow. We're all working here. No one is lazy in New Zealand. There's no time to waste because we have bills to pay. Right, let's jump onto. I will introduce to you. Yeah, I've already mentioned Wendy. The name, famous. Pop. She's more known as Wendy, and I have already interviewed her in the past. The video also about her life and how she moved to New Zealand is also in my YouTube channel if you want to watch that one. But tonight, she's going to kind of elaborate or add more details to that one, or just a recap to those who have missed that one, because she came to New Zealand as a student. She wasn't even aspiring to become a teacher. Can you imagine that? But she is a teacher by heart from the Philippines. She decided to become a teacher. Hindi ka pa teacher when we met, right?
No, I was already. Nagkita tayo sa center.
Yes, you were already teaching. You're still in the process of getting your full license because you were still a student, I think.
No. I was professionally registered at that time. So I just started. I just started being a registered teacher when we met.
And you finished your
That was
study at that time already, or you're still ongoing?
no, that was a different. Remember, it was a different course.
Okay, walk us through. There we go. Here we have Michelle Wendy Lorenzo from Iloilo, Ilongga, Kaday.
Hello, yung hapon. Hello po. All right. So, yes, like what you said, I started as a student here in New Zealand. Hindi education yung course ko. My course was business because I wanted to bring my family with me here in New Zealand. And pero nasa heart ko talaga yung teaching, and I didn't know. I didn't know how to become a teacher here in New Zealand. I couldn't really remember who mentioned to me kasi wala akong kilalang Filipino teachers dito, as in nothing. Sabi, merong nagsabi sa akin, kung sino ka man, please let me know because I couldn't remember. Sabi niya, bakit hindi ka na lang something like convert your teaching license from the Philippines dito sa New Zealand? So I was like, paano yun? And then I researched, I did all the research kasi nothing. I've got zero knowledge. Tapos hanggang sa, yun nga, long story short, naging registered teacher ako. It was a very long process for me. Like I always tell other people, iba-iba yung process natin. So hindi siya yung, yes, there are steps, but iba-iba kasi yung conditions and experiences natin. So, yun, it was a long process for me because, number one, when I was on my student visa, nag-apply ako ng NZQA ko assessment when I was on, kasi nung mga panahon na yon, when you graduate level 8, when you graduate from a level 8 course, meron kang 1 year postgraduate work visa. Hindi ko naabutan yung 3 years na postgraduate work visa. 1 year lang yung naabutan ko. So, wala akong enough time. So, hindi pa nare-release yung NZQA ko noon. So, I had to go back to the Philippines kasi nag-expire na yung visa namin. Yung mga ganun ba? So, it was hard to work on my documents kasi I was in the Philippines. It was hard calling because you have to top up your prepaid from the Philippines and call teaching council kasi minsan yung iba matagal mag-reply, alam mo yun, lahat. So you have to, yeah, so I had to go TER, that is teacher education refresher course, kasi I stopped teaching for a long time. So gusto nila mag-TER ako. So syempre nasa Philippines ako, I had to call the schools, I had to email lahat. So it wasn't a very pleasant. It wasn't a very pleasant experience for me. It was very hard. But yung ano naman, yung product was very fruitful because of that, because of the struggles I had. That led me to create Filipino Teachers in NZ.
Ah, wow. So that inspired you to start it because as far as I know, you that Facebook group page that you've started was one of the first group of New Zealand Filipino groups.
I think it was the first group because I was looking for. Okay. I think it was the first group, and then nag-stem out na ng different na my primary, my secondary, which is good. Oo.
I haven't heard of the primary, but secondary, of course, I was invited to admin, to be one of the admins by GT. Hello, kamusta dyan? And working with Gio as well. So, kasi secondary teacher din ako. So, it's good to share our different experience. Kaya, but I haven't heard of the primary because I think primary and ECE parang may similar ang pathway nila, no?
There are similarities, but I think there is a primary teacher group as well. I'm not sure, but
yeah, nasa gitna yung primary kasi pwedeng primary pwede siya sa ECE. Yan. But the secondary pwede siya sa primary.
Yes. Anyway, certain levels lang. Diba?
Yeah. I've heard and I've seen another Facebook page of group of teachers, Filipino teachers, but I'm not sure because I haven't met the admin, and I'm not sure if that's also here or from the Philippines. Because
no, which one?
Just
I don't know.
because I haven't seen it anymore, but it was a long time ago. Probably it's not existing anymore. Now, oh, hang on, meron tayong mga comments. So let's check their comments first para naman mabati natin sila. Hello, watching from the Philippines, Nueva Ecija. Oh my goodness, mahira na ako sa geography ko. Never, I know it's from Luzon. No.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Sorry, it doesn't show your name here if you're watching from the Facebook group page, but if you're watching from YouTube and from my Facebook page, then it will show up. But anyway, I'm happy to see your comments and read it. My husband is already in NZ, and I'm teaching here in the Philippines for almost 18 years, and hopefully someday I'll be able to teach there too. Ah, great! That's, I think malaki ang chance, di ba? If you already have
your partner or family here, yeah.
Family here. Just like my case, my husband came here first. 3 years later, I came over, and yeah, long story short, I'm here and teaching already. I process my papers here. Thank you for sharing that, and fingers crossed you're going to be here in no time. I think if you can process straight away your papers, that would be nice. Say the policy keeps on changing.
So it depends on the husband's visa.
Oh, yes. So double check nila. Yeah. Kasi nag-iba na ang policy and it's stricter this time. Hello, watching from Mindanao. Philippines, saan kayo sa Mindanao? Taga Digos ako. I mean, my family, my roots talaga from Cebu, who moved to Davao, Digos, Davao del Sur, and moved to Iloilo and now in New Zealand. Kamusta ka mo, deha, mga taga Mindanao? Ayan. And who else we have? Amor. Yeah. Thank you for watching from the Philippines as well. Hey, welcome. Takanine. Nandiyan ka malapit. Magkapit bahay. Magkapit. Ikaw sa Papakura ka, Michelle, diba? Ah, sorry.
No,
Pakuranga.
Yes.
Pakuranga. And we also have another one from Mindanao. I'm really hoping to inspire more. Actually, yung sa isip at puso ko talaga, yung the younger ones, yung they don't have directions yet and they don't know what lies ahead, especially from wala tayong masyadong opportunities in the Philippines because of our big population. So if they know what's available outside Philippines, like New Zealand or US, Thailand, that would be great. I'm really happy to assist them during my own time. Hello, Jan, Eileen, thank you. All right, there you go. We're gonna call in or mention or read the other comments as well shortly. But I just want to dig more deeper on your study because I've heard of other people wanting to come here to study because they think that they don't have other options, and probably it depends on their case. But can you just share with us why did you come to study? Oh, because you didn't know that you can process your papers as a teacher, and when you process your papers to study here, is there a requirement as to the level of course that you got to get? Level 8? Did you take 7 or 8?
No, do you mean if I will take if I will convert my teaching lessons or
no,
as a student?
Yes, as a student, were you required to take what level? Because I've heard others are just wanting to get level 5 or level 6. Is there a requirement for you to?
It depends on your goal. It depends on your goal. If your goal is to just study and not be a resident, then you can take any course. That's my understanding. But if you want to have a pathway for residency, then you need to choose the course that is for you, and you also have to align that course to your experience or your qualification. Like for example, you want to take agriculture or dairy and farming, pero ang background mo is mechanical engineering, or it's not, suited,
not aligned.
Aligned dun sa kukunin mong course because they will question you and you have to prove them why, diba? So with me, I was a teacher, but then kasi yung level 8 at that time is for the managerial positions, diba? And at that time we have catering business in the Philippines, which ran for a very long time, and I used that background to apply for a student visa in business.
Okay, because you have a background in business. Right. So
Yes.
since you mentioned that business, would you like to tell us what was that? Because I know a lot of Filipino teachers here know about Ideal Visa. You
Mm-hmm.
process your papers as a student through that agency that you
Yes,
worked with.
yes. Yes.
Tell us more.
Um, I came here as a student under Ideal Visa Consultancy. I worked there before in Iloilo, and I was one of the um, staff who started the office in Iloilo. And then I left in 2016, and then I started my studies here. So sila yung nag-process ng documents namin.
So you technically resigned because you left them,
Yes, yes. Mm.
but you process your papers through that agency. How much did you spend?
Naku, hindi ko
Curious
maalala.
yourself.
Uh,
1 million.
with the tuition fee, I think my tuition fee was around, patay tayo dyan. It was around 21,000 New Zealand dollars. My tuition
That time.
fee alone
Mm.
at that
Do
time.
you have any?
And you know what? I really don't know where we got that money.
Oh, baka money
I
laundering
don't know
joke.
how we were able to come up with that money.
Yeah, yeah. Ay, pera si Javi eh. No, just kidding. Anyway. Right. Nahupo tuloy ako. And how much do you think is the fees now? Do you have an idea? Is it
Yes,
same,
I have
21
an
or
idea kasi I'm also helping others who want to become a student here. So roughly around 27,000 na ngayon.
Ooh,
Ang
yeah, fair
New
enough.
Zealand,
Because
yeah.
21,000, ilang taon pa yun? When was that?
That was 2016. So 7 years ago.
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 27,000 multiplying it by 34, just a rough estimation. 918,000. It's just for 1 year. No.
Yep.
Pesos.
1 year.
918,000 pesos. Is it cash when you pay it?
What do you mean? What's the 18,000?
When I
It's
convert it
27.
to Philippine peso, 27,000, if I'm not mistaken,
No,
27,000
27,000 times
times
24.
34, a rough
Yeah.
estimation. So it's 918,000, almost 1 million.
Yeah. Mhm.
Just to give them an idea.
Plus, if they go through an agency, some agencies, they ask for a processing fee, and then apart from that, you have to also consider your airfare, your medical, your English exam. So yung mga yan. So malaki.
Oh, it's quite a lot because English exam doesn't
I
mean
think
my requirement. Is there a requirement for that?
yes.
Level
There's
6. Level 6.
6.5. I think,
Wow.
and if you want to study education here, it should be 7.
Even if you take ECE, it should be 7.
Yes. The
Oh,
reason
wow.
for that, it's because when you graduate, they will apply your teacher registration certificate, and that's one of the requirements of teaching council for the band score.
But then the result is only good for 2 years. And if you take a course, you study here in New Zealand, meron bang course? Is there a course that's only good for 1 year?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Like for example, you want to take ECE. Ito yung mga ino-offer ko. We'll talk about that later. Like for example, may mga teachers na naka level 6 sa NZQA nila, or there are some teachers that are secondary teachers and they are not that confident because they know it's not easy to get a job from overseas if you're a secondary teacher, and they want to have ECE qualification. So they apply for early childhood. childhood. So they can apply for early childhood education. That is for 1 year, the graduate diploma.
Ah. Okay, at least that gives them an idea that hey, you still have a
Hmm.
chance so long as you've got money because it's quite
Yun lang.
expensive.
I know.
Tuition tuition fee alone is already almost 1,000,000, 918,000 as my rough estimation. And then you've got to consider
Yes.
the things that Wendy just mentioned a while ago. And if you're going through her agency, oh, by the way, this agency is now different because you're not working with Ideal Visa. I didn't know that.
Um.
Tell us,
So
what's that?
last year, we opened. It's not Ideal Visa Consultancy. It is Ideal Visa Global. So we opened
Ah,
here in New Zealand. So it's Ideal Visa Global. It caters mainly for teachers. And then they opened also in the Philippines, a branch in the Philippines, and then I helped them with establishing the process when it comes to teacher registration. But then I decided to venture into another business. So I left Ideal Visa Global last year, May last year.
May of 2023.
Yes.
Ah, right. There you go. Because I remember I was still giving ideas because somebody was asking me, not just one, but a few
Mm.
who asked me if there's an agency because I told them I'm not an agency. I'm just an individual. If you need my help, I can give you some my time, but don't take a lot. I can be
Yeah.
a coach if you but it's just hard to do the processing and everything. And I've mentioned the Ideal Visa last year, late last year. So I really thought you were still there. So this is just to clarify. Those have contacted the previous agency, consultancy, or what do you call that?
Agency. Agency.
Agency. That the Michelle is unfortunately not working with them anymore. She has her own, and this is based in New Zealand. So you're for sure dealing with legit people. Right.
Oh, they're legit
Let's start it.
also. They're legit. Legit din naman sila. It's just that they're based in the Philippines.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Thanks for correcting me
Mm.
that. Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
because somebody was asking na, legit ba yan? Mga ganon.
Yes.
They're kind of, maybe there
I know.
are
Even
agencies. I don't know.
yes, I get questions also. Are you legit? Yung mga ganun ba?
Mm,
Sabi ko, I can send you a copy of our business permit or corporation ganon certificate
mm.
just to be clear with
Actually,
everything. Syempre.
here in New Zealand, for you to find out whether one business is legit is just to look for their New Zealand business number. And because of
Mhm.
that, just one number, you can search them up online. And you're pretty much sure that the government will be chasing them up to pay for the
Yes.
taxes once they are registered.
Because we
Like
pay
in
our
my case,
taxes.
yeah, I'm also a registered tutor. I'm a licensed
Mm.
teacher, New Zealand teacher, and I'm a licensed registered tutor at the
Mm.
moment. Yeah, I'm just reaching out to those who will be available to help me out
Mm.
when I've got too many. But I'm doing to online academy, so that's a tutorial and yeah.
Diba? Dami mo
That's
ring
kind
ano,
of a long
diba?
story.
Dami mo
So
ring
daming racket, but yeah, it can. Dami kasing bayarin eh, kaya we gotta work harder. Kidding. By the way, this one is there's no charge for this. This is free. This is kawang gawa, in other words. I'm not
Mm.
getting anything out of this. Hang on, sorry, I missed some of the. I'm just going back through the previous comments. The watching from yes, that was Arlene, the last one, and we've got from South Cotabato. Ay, ang dami palang daghang mga taga bis. Oh my goodness, I'm trying hard to speak in Visaya. I was born but I grew up already in Iloilo. Um, maraming Tagalogin ko na lang, maraming tagapanood natin from Mindanao. Daghang salamat sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Mindanao. There you go. Hello, teachers from Cebu. Ay, mayong hapon na ba diha? Mayong hapon diha sa inyo. Taga Camotes Island ang kanuno-nunuan. Tama ba yung Tagalog ko? Kanuno-nunuan. Ancestors. Yeah. My my grandfather and my great grandfathers, I think they come from Cebu, Camotes Islands. but I haven't been there. Watching here from Cambridge. Pero oh, wow. Hopefully you're a teacher. Let us know if you are aspiring, if what stage are you at in your process in becoming a teacher, and yeah, or if you're already teaching here. What if I take my masteral course and finish it here, ma'am? Do I still need to take and pass NZQA and PTE test?
Saan ka nagtitake ng master? Well, yes. So you need to have a level 7 for your NZQA and you need to pass your PTE test.
Paano pag level 6 lang?
Well, to level 6 lang, to be honest, meron akong nababasa. May mga kasama tayong teachers, they got level 6 but they were considered. But there's a very slim chance na i-consider ng teaching council, especially overseas teachers. And yun, there's a very slim chance. As much as possible, maganda talaga kung level 7. Kasi
so even if they come here, yes, sorry.
May
yeah, I know this is
oo.
discretionary pathway, you know.
Yeah, discretionary pathway. Pero I don't know how long it's gonna take kasi talagang mabusisi yung teaching council when it comes to that.
It depends on their qualifications and many things. And I think it depends as well to the case officer.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Going back to her plan, she might be interested in studying here. So is there a requirement of NZQA result or not necessarily?
Kailangan pa rin. Nagbago na sila ngayon. They changed their requirements. So some I'm not sure with other schools, but they require the NZQA result.
Level 6 or 7?
They didn't say, but they want to check kung anong level ka before they accept you for the next level.
And probably before they can offer you what course, because they have to align.
Because they will base it on your NZQA qualification. Because you cannot take...
Yeah, carry on.
I think they cannot accept you for a level 8 or level 9 course if your qualification is a level 5 or level 6. Kasi kumaga may gap sa knowledge, sa teaching, gano'n.
Yeah, makes sense. If somebody will approach you to have their papers assessed, is there an initial payment fee? Because of course you're going to look at their papers, right? And you're going to submit it to the school.
For the initial assessment, like looking at their CV, libre yun. That's free. So I don't charge anything.
And then when will the charge start?
So when they want to engage, so when they want to engage in our services, so the services we offer are the processing of their NZQA, booking their English exam, and also processing their teacher registration. So all in na yun. And also if they are our clients, then part of our service, actually beyond our service is that if they don't have anybody to pick them up here in for example, in Auckland, wala magsusundo sa kanila, we do airport pickup, and at the same time, we look for an accommodation for them already.
Extra service na yun, free of charge.
Free of charge. So yung mga pastoral cares, additional na yun.
Pero pakinggan yung mga extra service, but actually it's a good one. Anyway, before I ask more questions, I would like to accommodate the other questions here kasi baka yun na rin ang question ko. So let's welcome another one. Hello, watching from Isabella. Luzon again, I think. I'm trying to imagine a map of the Philippines. Region 2, yep. Waiting for the zero fee IQA this coming February 26th. Hope I could avail one slot. I'm also praying that one day I will also teach. Thank you for sharing your aspirations. Manifesting. Go, girl. Right, what can you say about this?
The zero fee, pabilisan.
Because it's only 200.
Yes, not just when you say 200, hindi yan Philippines, ha? When you say 200, that's for the whole world.
World.
So you're competing with a lot of people when it comes to applying for free
And
for the free IQA.
yeah, and what I know, but this is only for teachers, right? Free, a
Yes.
zero fee IQA
Mm,
for teachers who are
yes.
qualified. I think who are
Qualified education
teachers
graduate.
already. Yes, yes,
Yes.
that's the
If
one.
you're an education graduate.
It should be an education. They should be
Mm.
education graduate. And now they've changed it to only secondary teachers, not
Yes, I
anymore with
think
the
so.
primary. Mm,
Well, probably because they are now in need of secondary teachers.
mm. Pero ang hirap naman
Mm.
pasukin.
We'll say
It's
depende. Yun
that's
nga
hard.
eh, very tricky. But it's very tricky kasi depende talaga eh. Kumbaga, if it's for you, it's for you. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So just keep working hard, sweat it out.
Yes.
All right, let's have another one. Hi, Crave. Um, oh, you're still from Agusan del Sur, Philippines, right? I know she got an interview before, and parang madalian because it's like just before the term one starts, and we know here na term one dapat meron ng mga teachers ready na yan. Once
Mm.
they call you for an interview, that means to say they are badly in need of a teacher. And probably that's one of the reason why she didn't go through because she's still in the Philippines and I think she
Okay.
shared her story with me na they were asking her if you're available soon, and we know the process in the
Oh.
Philippines.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what a shame. If
Ah,
only she's hmm.
I know, it's
So
really hard. It's sad kasi sa Philippines, ang dami mong kailangang pagdaanan, especially sa
mm,
government natin. So, they're making it really hard for OFWs to leave.
so
Yun.
since you mentioned that one, what was the latest hassle that your client, or let's just say the teacher that you've assisted, had gone through from coming from the Philippines? The
I
recent one.
think lately lang yung she's not my client, she's my friend. But
Mm.
I helped her. I think yung pag-release ng mga OEC, yung mga documents na kailangan para ipakita sa immigration.
That's
Yung mga
work
ganun, yung
visa
photo.
already.
Now, may work visa na siya. So apart from the
Ah,
work
okay.
visa, you have to comply like yung mga polo, mga OEC sa na kailangan. So
Dati wala namang polo, di ba? Okay.
lobsters.
Parang
You know,
hindi ko ano, it's quite the same with the NZQA because before there was no WES and now they're having it. So it's the same in the Philippines.
not all. You'll be surprised. Not all. Because I've
Not
been
all
processing
goes.
not
Ah.
all. Because I've been processing some of my clients, hindi ako hiningi ng WES.
Oh, maybe some of your clients, so not all?
All of them. Actually, all of my clients, hindi. Hindi ako, lalo na nung kasagsagan ng WES, syempre inara ko, sabi ko, bakit may WES na? I think that is for the zero fee.
Okay.
I think
So if there's no
that's what I know. If you are going to apply for the zero fee IQA, then you have to take the WES. But with the
I don't
other one, if you're paying, walang WES.
Or maybe this is just my hunch anyway. My opinion, guys. Don't the disclaimer, please. I'm just thinking because they know WES is just a different agency that certifies or kind of check your papers whether it's true or not. And maybe because if you go through an agency, and especially if the agency is registered, they know that it has gone through certain stages and verification, in other words, and the agency would be liable in case there will be some discrepancy or some I don't know ano tawag doon in English not malversation of basta yung maling pag whatever. Sometimes when you're just on the spot, you forget some of the words. Dear me. Anyway, so yeah, probably that's just my hunch that because you're a registered agency and if they go through you,
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe we're not saying that.
Yeah.
It's just maybe.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I think it's for the zero fee because I think feeling lang din, they don't want to, because it's similar. I checked it. It's similar to NZQA. It's just that West is for Canada and America. So parang
Mm.
maybe when they do the zero fee, they let others do the checking. Kasi
Yes.
if you
Yeah.
pay, then they have to go through all the steps. They have to verify everything. What do you
Is
think?
there a payment for WES?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no.
May
So
bayad din
imbes
yun.
naman zero fee.
Well, but I
I'm
think the
sorry.
fee is less. I think the fee is less compared to NZQA.
Ah,
Yun lang.
okay. Okay.
Also, you will ask your school to submit the documents to them. Alam mo yun,
Mm.
may mga third party. So, you would depend on yung pag-process nila, kung mabilis ba or hindi. So, yun.
Mm. True. That makes
Maaalanganin
sense.
ka. Maaalanganin ka sa pag-process.
Let's have another question from Joanna. She's been following me. She's from Europe, by the way, and following me on my YouTube channel, so you can see the logo there of the YouTube. Hi, question for both of you. Did you use any agent for a visa, or did you all did it by? For me, I did it by myself because
Same.
I've got my husband who's already here, and then did it. Oh, same with you. But you studied. I mean, when you first came here as a student, you went through Ideal Visa
Yes.
consultancy, right?
Yes.
So
It's
you
because
also paid
you
it.
cannot paano ba? It's because I was working there. I was working there already. So, and I
You
know
know
the
it. Yeah.
process also. So technically, parang ako rin yung nag-process ng documents ko.
Ikaw nag-process doon kasi doon ka na nag-work.
But
I mean,
yeah,
okay.
but we used, alam mo yun, Ideal Visa Consultancy as an avenue to apply in that school.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Mhm.
you know the process anyway, because you've been working there, and so technically
Yes.
you were the one processing your papers. But did you
Yes.
still pay Ideal Visa for your student visa? No.
Secret. No, no.
Okay,
I
that's right.
did not pay the processing fee because the
You're
owner is
still
the
processing it.
good friend of mine, and also nandun ako eh, nagwo-work na ako dun eh. Ako yung
Yes.
nagpo-process.
Fair enough.
'Di
You're
ba?
the one processing. How would
Yeah,
you pay yourself?
yeah.
Right, there
Yeah.
you go. But technically, when you come to New Zealand to study, you really need to have an agency. I don't. Can you directly apply to a school?
Merong iba, may nagdi-DIY talaga. Pwede naman. Pwede
Really?
naman. But
Uh,
But, yun lang, merong ibang schools talaga na if you, there are agencies that if they have a partner school, they get a discount. So they have a discount for the clients. So yun yung one thing.
oh, so it's gonna be cheaper if the student will go through an agency.
Kasi minsan, it depends din. Minsan kasi binibigyan talaga sila ng discount for
So
the
it depends
student.
on the
Mm-mm.
agreement of the agency and the school. So it's a case
Yes.
to case
Yes.
basis. It doesn't happen all the time. But
Mm-mm.
the good thing if you're with the agency, the smooth process would be, I mean, the process would be a little bit smoother because somebody
Mm-mm.
is helping you what to do next and who
Yes.
to reach out to and all of those
Yun
things.
lang
So you
kasi
just like,
talaga sila, oo, yun lang naman, if you are not confident to process it yourself, then it would be best to go through an agency because alam na nila yan eh. Sila na yung expert when it comes to that.
yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Okay, let's have, oh, she has another question. I had level 7 in IELTS and they accepted. I'm not sure
Yes,
which they.
less
Uh,
than 7. Oh,
less
congratulations.
than 7 in IELTS. Probably the teaching council. I don't know because, like what we said, it's a case to case basis.
Yes.
So they're
Mm-mm.
not just looking at the one thing. I think it's
Yes.
sometimes there are things that you cannot understand, and it's better not to
Yes,
understand.
that's true. It depends on the officer as well. 'Di ba? So yun.
Right. Let's have another one. Good day, watching from Zamboanga. Chabacano ata ito. And I don't know how to speak. Yeah, I don't know how to speak Chabacano. Si Anjine, the one who joined me last week, was from Zamboanga. And we've got, what are my chances to apply in New Zealand? I'm a junior high school science teacher. It depends.
Have your qualifications assessed first. Kasi, like what I always say, your application will only be entertained once you have a New Zealand teacher registration or a teaching certificate here in New Zealand. Diba?
So that's the very first step. Yeah, guys, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to the Facebook group page, and if you haven't done the back reads yet, the very first step, the very first step is to papers assessed. We cannot say you're good to go. It depends on your qualification, the course outline, the school, and many other stuff. So have your papers assessed. I know there's so many of them who are having a second thought because, of course, you got to pay. But there's nothing else we can do.
Totoo yun. Kasi, kumbaga parang, if you really want to change your life, you know, there are risks to take, diba? So, is this the risk that you want to take? So, yun. At saka kung magpursige ka talaga, go ka lang ng go for in reaching your goals in life, then makukuha mo yun.
I'm an experienced ECE teacher in the Philippines. Oh. Do we have a bachelor in ECE in the Philippines? Because I haven't heard of that one. Meron na ba?
Yes, kasi preschool ako eh. Tapos I think in UP, meron silang early childhood talaga wherein merong, I'm not sure ha, pero I think they tackle on infants as well and toddlers. Kasi dito sa Philippines, di ba, pag early childhood ka, ang preschool sa atin, mga 4 years old, 5, di ba, ganun ang preschool sa atin. So, yun.
Start na 3.
So, pero dito, infant talaga.
Can you give them an idea of the differences and similarities when teaching ECE here and ECE in the Philippines?
ECE in the Philippines, number 1, may academics. May academics ang early childhood sa atin. Ang preschool, may academics. Dito, wala. So, we do not teach academics sa mga bata. And dito, more on play-based learning. There are a few like Montessori schools, Montessori kindergarten, mga ganyan, na structured. Pero basically, yung early childhood dito and daycare, more on play-based talaga. So we try to develop their sense of belonging, yung mga ganon. So more on emotional.
I've mentioned that as well in my news. I kind of touched that one on my New Zealand curriculum webinar, although I focus mostly on the primary because I'm of course in the primary, but because it aligns with the Tefariki. Are you also aware of the Tefariki? Are you using that in your school, Tefariki?
So we use the Tefariki, and then I think for primary is the NZ curriculum, diba?
Yeah, primary and secondary. Right, there you go. Who else do we have here? What's the best time to apply for all after all the requirements are done, teaching registration? Like I mean months, kasi I would say for ECE any time of the year, no. Same with primary and secondary. I think any time of the year.
He's asking about the requirements, no, like teaching registration. The best time would always be not the Burr months. Kasi pag Burr months, yan yung palapit na yung bakasyon. You know, when they go in December, they have yung mind nila more on nagbabakasyon na yung mga yan. So, and they have a shutdown, di ba? May shutdown dito sa sa New Zealand. So, medyo matatagalan ng konti yung pag-process pag mga bandang December, mga ganyan. So, I think for me, the best time to apply is around mga mid-January na, from mid-January. Kasi nakabalik na sila sa office.
Applying for teacher registration.
NZQA. Kasi yung mga offices dito nag-close eh.
Mm. So after they had done all their processing, they already have their teacher registration. If they're applying for a job,
Mm.
was there a best time? For me, there's no best time. But now,
Mhm.
now is the
Yeah,
best time.
no. Kasi 'di ba ang vacancy naman dito all throughout, eh, all throughout.
Yeah, all year round. All year round.
Mm, all
And
year round.
I would say, even if the term one would say, I've heard of this school who has a recent resignation from a teacher because of medical issues.
Yeah,
So all of a sudden they gotta hire somebody, and it's gotta be here soon. Like they will
Yes,
just grab
exactly.
anyone.
That's why I always encourage my clients, take the opportunity. If you're able to apply now, then do it. Kasi you'll
Do it.
never know. Ang importante, ready na yung teacher registration mo para pag meron naghanap ng teacher, ready ka na. Hindi yung, ay, mag-a-apply pa ako ng NZQA ko. Ay,
Yeah.
magti-teacher registration. Alam mo yan,
Mm.
maganda yung laging ready.
Especially if you have your papers already, and how much more if you're already here. But again, it's a case-to-case basis. Sometimes there would be a lot of jobs when you're here, or maybe everything's taken already when you come to visit New Zealand. So you can never tell.
That's
All right,
true.
let's have another one. Hello, watching from South Cotabato. May I ask, there's a chance to become a teacher in New Zealand, even if I'm 18 units earners, but currently teaching a senior. 18 units earners. I think that, again, this is a case-to-case basis. The NZQA will have the
Baka hindi siya education graduate.
education graduate. Yeah. It's still possible. I've heard of those people.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. And again, it depends on your qualifications and also your experience.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and questions with us. Oh, yeah, that's already done. We've got New Zealand aspirant here from Tantangan, South Cotabato. We've got a lot of viewers from South Cotabato. Thank you so much for watching us and learning from us, and keep growing. Just would like to ask, what time po ba ako pwede mag-abang para mala-avail? I can't tell. Because it's not just one.
Website. Yeah, because we don't know. I forgot the time. Meron silang certain time talaga kung kailan sila mag-open for the zero fee.
They did mention that one. And it's a New Zealand time. And
Yes.
you double check your clock because it might be late because all around the world is waiting for that. And you know what? It's quite similar when you're applying for a work holiday visa. Pabilisan. I think that's just around 100 applicants, right? And even Roden shared with us last time na he missed out on the previous opportunities, but then he didn't give up. He kept applying until he got the visa.
But that one is for Philippines, diba? It's specific for Philippines, the Philippine working holiday. But this one, 200 lang yung kailangan nila for that zero fee. So and that's all over the world. So grabe yung competition. So galingan talaga yung marami, may mga makakapasok sa zero fee.
I've heard somebody from Thailand, Filipinos then, and of course coming from South Africa. South Africa is really close to the heart of New Zealand. We've got a lot of South African teachers here in my school and even in my old schools. Sa inyo ba, meron maraming South Africans?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm very lucky na yung mga kasama kong South African, we have a very good working relationship. They're very good.
Good as well, actually. Yeah. Hi po, I'm teacher Marisol from Philippines. Had level 7, aiming to lodge this March and practice certificate. May I ask what can I apply as an ECE despite my IQA result?
What is your IQA result? If it's primary, you may apply in ECE, but they will check if you have an experience in ECE. If you are a secondary teacher, malabo na i-hire sa ECE because if you're a secondary teacher, you are considered unqualified. Kahit na meron kang teaching certificate, you are still considered unqualified because yung training mo is for secondary, not for ECE.
Oh, thank goodness I've got Wendy now. Because there you go, guys. If you have more questions about this, quite similar questions, please contact Wendy to free me. Because Wendy knows more, I would say. Wendy knows more. For me,
Thank you.
ibang linya ko. So it's good that we're able to catch up last time, Wendy.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
there you go.
yes.
Hello, I'm from Bacolod City, Ilongga. Ayan,
Hello,
Philippines. May I
mayang
ask,
hapon.
ano po yung next step once the AEWV is approved? Eh?
Oh, I think you need to, ayun, yun na yun. I think, I'll double check, but I think you need to apply for your polo and the OEC, yung mga yun na. You
Okay.
have to
So,
go through, ano, yun, sa government agencies na.
Philippines na yan, ano, mga process na yan.
Oo.
Okay. I was thinking of somebody who's already here na may
Mm.
AEW process dito. Right, there you go. Next one, umaga po. Maganda pa po kayo sa gabi, mga ma'am. Akala ko magbasa ng Tagalog. Salamat po.
Salamat.
Nora, hello. And I've got again, Chris. Hello for Miss Wendy. I would like to ask if your agency also assists in finding an employer for secondary teachers who are already registered. Yeah, that's a good question, Wendy.
Yes, yes, we do. We assist our clients in looking for secondary teachers. So what we do is that because there are times that we have a job offer from employer or the school, but sometimes kasi more on dito sila nag-hire muna. Tapos pag wala na talaga silang makuha, then that's the time they contact us and ask for teachers, overseas teachers.
There you go. Because Criff is already a registered teacher, but she's still in the Philippines. And yep, she attended my webinar, and luckily I think she just recrafted her CV, and once she submitted her application with the crafted one after her knowledge about the New Zealand, not full knowledge, of course, it was just 1 hour of webinar, and then she got an interview. So she pretty much, getting there, little steps at a time. You'll get there. So just contact Wendy. There you go.
Yes.
Watching from Palmerston North. Hello, whoever you are. Hope to see you there if I get a chance to go down to Palme. Already passed the PTE and naputol.
Oh,
Process from Jana. Oh yes, Jana. I think I've read your message a while ago, but it's just so tricky for me to go here and there while doing the live podcast. POEA requirements kasi yan napatagal pag alis ko. Process POEA. I think
yun yung napapatagal.
Oh my goodness. Kaya nga, some of the schools here who are in need of a teacher, they would ask you, when can you come here? And that would really put them off. So even if they are in need, they would just probably grab someone who may not be as qualified as you are because they're already here. So
Pero may iba naman na employers that if they really, because they've invested already in your application, so kukunin talaga. May iba naman talaga na naghihintay naman.
Yeah. So it's a case-to-case basis. It depends on the employer. I am in the process. Oh, Sinor, this is the continuation of her comment. Applying for teaching registration, but it is complicated. Well, if you need help of Wendy, there you go. Because I'm just too busy now. You could hardly reach out to me. I can hardly reply. All right. We've got another question from Joanna. Juvi, how many terms are in a primary schools? We need live session only with you. What? My goodness. Okay, I'll try my best next time. Maybe during the school holiday. Right. 4 terms in a year. I think I've made a lot of videos already in the past. And I know, Joanna, thank you so much for watching all my videos. And sometimes you're commenting that you could hardly understand Tagalog. I'm really trying my best to speak English here. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm registered. She's already registered, but she's our secondary as far as I know. And it's a bit challenging to get through secondary schools, right?
Yes, I have clients secondary. It's really hard. It's really hard to find an employer. We are really trying our best to reach out to the employers. You'll never know. You'll never know. They might get someone from the Philippines.
Hi, Jinx. Thank you
Mount
for watching Mount Wellington. Do you know her?
No, I mean, malapit lang siya sa akin. Mount Wellington lang siya.
Oh, I was thinking of Wellington. Down Wellington. Mount Wellington pala dito. Oh, malapit lang. This is why when somebody would approach me if I can help them, I would straightforward tell them that it's not easy to get to secondary, because even in primary it's not easy as well, because there are so many skills that they are wanting, and even the knowledge, because it's too much. My goodness. Even if I'm experienced now that I moved to a new school, dear me, okay, that's all right. Happened that you are a secondary teacher but you work in a primary school. They have accepted me, that's all. I can work in primary. I'm a secondary trained, I can work in primary. They've accepted me, and yeah, the rest is history. Wait po, I didn't catch up. So if you're teaching high school, ano po yung chance na ma-accept ka sa New Zealand schools? Like, could you please give me perspective or scenarios? Too much, too many scenarios. Can you be more specific as to what scenarios? What do you think? What can you say?
I think
If you're teaching high school,
if you're teaching, may specialization. Number one, yun ang ano ko, may specialization, because they're more on looking for teachers who are into STEAM, science, technology, math, yung mga ganon. If you have a specialization, may chance ka na mapansin ng mga employer.
Yeah, like what you said, math and science. And recently, because I have this notification on my phone, email, on the Education Gazette, Manurewa High School is looking for Spanish teacher. So if you're specialized in teaching Spanish, if you're good at speaking Spanish, then go for it. Anyone who's watching from Spain, if you're a registered teacher, and if you want that one, visit Education Gazette, Manurewa High School. It's recent, I think, a few days ago. So if you are looking at, just set up a notification. And I think every now and then you'll be notified, because there are many vacancies. But in high school, it's specialized. That's why it's so hard to get through, because they're open to all teachers worldwide. We're not just competing among Filipinos. Come on. Filipinos are very competitive. How much more the others, right?
Yes.
Oh, man. Are you still okay with this? We've got more comments.
Yeah,
8:57. Okay, thank you so much for your time. And I haven't taken a shower yet, but I'll do that later. I take a shower at night, guys, just to give them an idea. Because I know Joanna has been asking me, what's your life as a teacher? Oh, man, I've been having that in my head. I just couldn't put it out in paper and on video, because I do it first on paper before I make a video. And then editing is another tedious task. Now, I take a shower at night, so that in the morning, off I go, and I have my breakfast at school. So yun. If you ask me if I still brush my teeth at night too, I just have to have my life open as like an open book. So yeah, I try my best to save as much time so I can still do some of this work here. And you are thinking there's work-life imbalance. It depends to your kind of work and life balance. My life is different.
You're like me and Juvie. We
Right.
work.
Hello.
Hello.
Ayan,
Iloilo.
Ilonggo. I don't know if this is a male or a female. So, kamusta ka mo dira mga nandiin sa Iloilo City ni man. Basta sa Haro, nag-skwela mo ko sa Haro. Sa diin ka gani sa La Paz, no?
No.
Haro ka man gali. Haro Desamparados. Desamparados, Haro gali. Dira ako nag-graduate. And then sa Iloilo National High School, 2 years before I moved to the provinciana. We don't understand sometimes when she speaks Filipino. Yeah, I know sometimes.
Why, Joanna? I thought you're Filipino. I forget that we have audience from other countries. I'm so sorry. I'll do my best to speak in English now.
Sorry, I have to inform you as well, because I wasn't expecting Joanna to watch this. Thanks so much, Joanna, for your patience. And what can I do? I don't have formal assessment from the school I worked in. How can I apply for a teaching certificate? Will this affect my certification?
What formal
assessment? I think it's like an evaluation, maybe, like, at the end of your contract, your if they would recommend you, because here in New Zealand we don't have a formal assessment. Hang on,
No,
we have so
what do you call
primary we do
teaching
have.
certificate? Oh, like no, what do you call that? Service,
If
certificate of service. We
yes,
get that.
sa inyo in in the
Yes, in
ECE,
mm.
we don't get that one, but we get a recommendation from the principal. So
Mm.
union, if you're not so good with the principal, but a lot of principals are really good here. So in the
Mm.
case in the Philippines, because some schools I don't think they give service record.
No,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure,
think
but they
so.
should. Especially if
Well,
it's a small school, starting school.
reach out to us and we'll look into your documents. We'll see how we can help you with that. Because it's
There you
hard.
go.
It's hard to give comments if you cannot see everything, like their background or their
Mm,
documents. So it's hard to comment.
mm. Or maybe it's just a matter of communication. So if
Yes.
somebody can mediate between you and your current employer,
Mm.
we can probably find a way. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for watching,
Well,
Oliver from Jakarta, Indonesia. See that? Thank you so much for following. And hello, currently working in ECE setting, holding a practicing certificate with secondary education qualification. May I ask po if I could renew my certificate with my current setting. I know po hindi ako mapu-full, pero thinking if I could still renew po as a provisional certificate.
mm, if you are undergoing mentorship, kasi you are because you're not a qualified teacher if you are a secondary
Oh,
trained
yeah.
teacher. So it depends on your mentor if they will sign you off. Because if they do, then you're lucky. Because what I know, if you're a secondary trained teacher and you're working in ECE, you are not considered as a qualified teacher. Number one, they use it. Number one, it's the training that you've got, and also it's they use it for funding. That's one reason
Mm,
why they want the NZQA result, because they want to know if you're an early childhood trained, primary trained, or secondary trained. And based on that, they will get the funding. So if you're early childhood trained or primary trained, then they get, I think, 100%, what do you call this? 100%
from the
um,
government.
from the government. Yes, support from the
Mm.
government.
Unless she would take the ECE registration, she takes the course, ECE
Yes, if
course,
she wants,
and
yeah, if she takes the
yeah,
course,
if she
and
wants.
then if the mentor, if she's undergoing mentorship, and if they would sign her off or him off, for registration,
Mm.
yeah.
So it's better to communicate. Once
Mm.
na-approve na yung visa by the immigration, may chance po bang bawiin ni employer yung job offer? Oh yeah,
Hmm.
it happened. I think I've heard of some people who lost their
Yeah.
job just not even starting the job.
Yes. I heard there's this one person I know. She's not Filipino. She's South African. She was given a job offer. She already has a work visa, but then I think a week or so before coming here in New Zealand, the owner said that they're gonna close the daycare or they're gonna sell it,
Oh, yeah.
like that.
So
So,
yeah.
but she was able to communicate with immigration and gave them the scenario. This is what happened. So they advised you still come here. You still come here,
Mm.
and because when she arrives in New Zealand, they still have the daycare. So it's like they will close the daycare a month when she arrives, something like
After
that.
she arrives. Yeah.
So I think they suggested to her that she can still use that visa and come here, and then she just look for a different employer. So there
Another.
would be like a variation of condition.
Mm. So the good thing
Mm.
here, if the visa has already been approved, in the case
Yes.
of my cousin, there was like a verbal agreement that you're hired. So he started processing his paper,
Oh,
and then all of a sudden, it was canceled. So wala kang habol. You can't chase that one.
because
Yeah.
you need to
So
have
anything
a
is
written
possible. Yeah.
agreement. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, they have already signed the agreement. So he had his medical examination done, and then I don't
Mm.
know what happened. He was just told, "Oh, sorry, we've taken someone else who's already ready to start." So yeah,
Oh,
I know it's sad, but
well.
it happened.
Mm.
So I'm not saying that it can happen to you, but it's possible it happened to others. So maybe, hopefully not though. You will not experience that. I don't want to work to a secondary school as there are chances that I in a primary school as you did. I understand. How did you get all the knowledge? I've shared on my Facebook page. That's why I encourage you. But I know you don't have a Facebook, Facebook. What do you call that account? Sorry, I've shared my life story there. How I started. I volunteered. I teacher aid. I teacher aided, and I also did relief teaching, and that gave me the knowledge that just to
Mm.
springboard to primary teaching. Yeah, I know. Magandang gabi po from Davao. Here, mga kababayan diyan sa Davao. Mas malaki po ba ang chance na ma-hire pag onshore na? At and madali lang po bang mga Pinoy ma-hire?
It
Wendy?
depends on your qualification. It depends on your qualification and again your experience. Because if they see that your experience, if you have wide experience already in teaching, I assume you're a teacher, then there is a huge chance that you could be accepted. I can say that you have a big chance if you are an early childhood teacher.
Mm.
Yun.
Parang, let's
Because
put it this way. If you are a BE Ed graduate, mas
Mhm.
malaki ang chance mo compared to BS Ed, given if you just have similar skills. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
So
yeah.
we look at the qualifications and the skills, uh, wide skills, and check out
Mm.
the temporary skills that New Zealand are looking for teachers.
And if you
And
have the knowledge already, so it would be good if you're really interested to study. Oh, sorry, to work here in New Zealand. Um, I suggest that you invest in studying the curriculum, and like
mm,
you get to do webinars. You watch Julie's webinar. You learn the system while you're still there, so that when they interview you, you know like you have information how to become a teacher here and how to deal and with the
mm.
children, also to how you can do the curriculum.
That's true. That's why I came up with that webinar because my principal talked to me when he interviewed. He actually, I don't know, he's just outspoken. He told
Mm.
me how many Filipinos are applying, and then others are offshore. And then when he interviewed some, and he was really interested to find out whether you have background of New Zealand curriculum, New Zealand
Mm.
educational system. And I was like, and he said that, oh, these people don't have any idea at all. And I was like,
They
oh no,
need to know the culture. They need to know the culture. So
there's
it's
too
not
much to.
enough that you just apply. You know,
Mm,
you get to know the culture of New Zealand. They should be ready that it's not just like the Philippines that we're only teaching Filipino students. Here we are a
mm.
multicultural country wherein you get to have different types of students. So you need to prepare for that as well.
I just have this question in your ECE school because in our schools we use a variety of languages. Although basically our main language is English, we have Nuean, we have the Samoan, many other languages, including Maori. What about in
Mm.
ECE? Do you also welcome or practice different languages
Yes,
in
yes,
your school?
definitely. Especially in Tereo Maori. So we really incorporate Tereo Maori in our teaching. So that's one thing also that they need to invest on. You need to learn Tereo Maori because
Can
that
you
would
give
give
us
you
an
an
example
edge.
of the Terio Maori that you normally use in the morning or, just socializing with the
Morena,
kids?
Morena, Ata Marie, and also, especially with the children, if you want to ask how they're feeling, how are they, you say, "Kete pehiyakwe," and then you teach them also
Yeah.
the response. And simple as
Galing ko pa sa akin when talking, speaking of.
maybe because I really like learning Tereo Maori. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just drawn to that, and I've got really good friends who are Maori. So these are the
Mm.
parents, and they're very close sa akin. So and yeah, simple with the kids in ECE, because of course you cannot use whole paragraph in Tereo with them. So simple as standing up, sitting down, and
You know,
listen.
eat. Yes.
Inoko,
Yeah.
ito. Pakaroo,
Papay.
especially they need that. Oh, you need to
I
listen.
And then I would just
So
say
yeah,
kapai or paki paki. Those stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. So simple as that. You need to be aware
As
of.
simple as that, because
Okay.
when they get it, the children would absorb everything.
Mas malaki pa ba ang chance? Yeah, yeah. We've already catered to this one. Watching from Serbia?
Serbia. Oh,
Oh, first time
Serbia?
I was thinking
Siberia.
of Siberia.
Serbia.
Oh, I haven't heard of this place before. Let us know where about is this? Which continent?
I think
Europe?
Serbia is in Europe, near Russia.
Maybe. Oh,
Or-
yeah, because I had someone reach out to me from Russia before. Interested in to teach in NZ, working for my registration, but currently teaching. Oh, go for it. If you're currently teaching, try the leadership position, so it will build your leadership skills,
Mm.
and you can add that one in your CV. But have
Yeah,
learn the
it's in
right
Europe. It's in
would be
Europe.
best.
Niresearch ko talaga. Makakalimutan ko eh.
Europe. Ang galing mo. Mabilis mo. Watching from Canada. Hello. Who would
Oh,
be interested to come to New Zealand if you're from Canada already?
I
Oh,
think that would be my
no.
sister.
That is a friend of mine. I think Canada and New Zealand is quite the same, similar, or maybe Canada is better. I don't know. I enjoy watching and grasping lots of knowledge about how to get a chance to work in New Zealand, and you guys inspire me. Yep, well, hopefully we will
Thank you. That's our aim, to inspire
inspire.
people.
Okay, and we've got hello, good eve watching here in New Zealand. Tell us naman more about saan New Zealand. Oh no, all our faces is covered with this long comment. Follow-up question po. So I got my NZQA. I'm a high school science major teacher, chemistry, been teaching for 12 years. However, it's a paragraph in the NZQA that says subject specialism assessment to be considered as a subject. Oh, now this is so technical.
Yeah.
Wala tayong masabi dito. If it's with the NZQA now, it's sila na ang may judge.
No,
What do you think?
it's basically saying that if you got level 7, you can apply for your teacher registration. It's just that your area of specialization is not what does it say there? It's like not considered as
Yeah,
comparable to what they have here in
unrelated.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that's the
But
case,
you can
just
still pursue.
mm,
Yeah. Because I'm sure with your skills, you can still
it's three.
teach. Yeah.
Uh, the best thing to do is to contact teaching council. Huh?
So, yeah. But yeah, because I think based on that, he is a secondary trained teacher. I think that would be his IQA. And I'm gonna speak in Filipino again. And then under that, normally it says that subject specialism assessment. It's just basically saying that your your specialization is not comparable to their standard here in New Zealand. But
But they can still
definitely,
get.
yes, they can apply for teacher registration.
There you go. I have around 3 years of working experience abroad. What are my chances getting the teaching certificate? It depends on your
Mm,
documents, I would say.
it depends on your work experience, and also if you have education background.
So
Diba?
yeah, have it assessed by the
Yeah,
NZQA para malaman.
thank you.
Good to know. Just a comment from Joanna. Serbia is in Europe because Joanna is from Europe as well. Just don't
Oh,
know where about.
thank you.
Close to Italy. Yeah. Right. There you go. I think we've already answered all the questions. Thank you so much, guys, for bearing with us, for following us, for learning with us. And we do hope we have given you kind of, what do you call this? A brighter future. Just giving you an idea there's a pathway for you. Or
Yeah.
still, it depends on your case, though. We don't know exactly what your case is, but reach out to the right agencies. So with Wendy joining us. I don't know yung agency mo, Wendy, if they're going to
Job
look you up.
Link Solutions.
Job Link Solution.
Job Link Solutions. I don't know why I cannot put it here in the chat room. So maybe you can just type it's Job Link Solution.
Okay. Post a comment. Okay. Job Link. Is it one
Solutions.
word? I don't know why
No,
it's
Job Link Solutions.
okay. I'm sending it now. So I'm not sure if oh, you can add the comment
Yes,
to
you
the
can
link, but
go. We have a Facebook page. They can check that, and they can
oh wow.
connect. Did you see it?
Mm. What I'm seeing is having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. That's what it says here. Oh yeah, it went through my YouTube comment
Oh,
section.
okay.
Job links, so it went there.
Yes.
Right.
Job Link
Sabi ni
Solutions.
Juan Miguel, thank you. So job link solutions. Any few last few words? Ano bang few words to our viewers or aspiring teachers who are here and still offshore.
So, anywhere, either you want to be New Zealand or you want to go abroad, if there is that nugget of dream in your heart and you want to have a better future, not just for you, but also for your family, and if teaching is really your passion, use that. Use your passion to, like what our tagline would always be, open doors to your future. Because God has placed that skill, that gift in your heart, because He knows that He would use you to bring hope to other people, and also you can use that to be a blessing to other people as well. I know, not just here in New Zealand, but when you go abroad, there would be a lot of sacrifices, leaving your family. But if you want to have a better future for your family, for yourself, then just work very hard for it, and always couple it with prayer, because I know I would never reach the stage if I did not pray. Because without prayer, it would be very difficult to go through life every day, you know? So
Yeah.
just number one, use your passion. Teaching is, don't treat teaching as just a job, like you go to work every day, oh, I'm working again, because you'll get burned out. If you treat
Mm.
your work as a teacher just a job, just a business or whatever to gain money, no, you'll get burned out. But there should always be a passion and your love for teaching, love for the children, and use it to serve others and to serve God. I know it's not easy being a teacher. It's not easy, but not all are called to be a teacher. So mabuhay tayo mga teachers.
Yeah, there you go. We've got last word from Joanna. Thank you, Wendy. She said, "I'm not sure how much work, so much about work at school, but I would like to come to New Zealand. So hopefully she'll be able to get here this year."
Yeah.
And guys, thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you and having you again, commenting and asking questions on our next episode. I don't have a guest yet
Oh,
confirmed, but I've
would you
been
like
inviting
to
others.
would you like
Yes.
to get my email address also, wherein they can contact us if they need any questions or help?
Yeah, probably we can do
I'll
that. How do we do
I'll
it?
send
Yeah.
it to you now through Facebook.
Oh yeah, we can just add the comment probably because I'm still getting my head around this platform. I know I can do it, but it's gonna take a while. But we can
You're welcome,
pin.
Juan.
I'm not sure why you're not allowed to make a comment. Oh,
I
I was
know.
even
I don't know.
oh yeah. Anyway, we can add that one in the comment sections. Right.
Mhm.
So, or we can just make a different post. I'll just highlight your one. I'll grab your Facebook page and then share it on my page as well and on my YouTube community. And if you want to look at the different posts that I've made, just to give you ideas on the the task that I'm doing here as a primary teacher, and of course the people that I've contacted, the teachers, and talking about their lives. I've already interviewed them. And thank you
Mhm.
so much for appreciating that, because making a video is really not easy.
Thank you,
And I'm
Julie.
not really
Thank
getting money out of this. I'm just having Facebook page and YouTube channel. Hopefully one day I'll get money before I rest in peace,
you.
and maybe just to
But thank
finance
you,
my.
Julie, for doing this.
Oh, good. If I don't, that's fine. So if I can bridge the gap, I'm happy with that. So there you go. Watch me out again next week. Oh, who will be the next millionaire? No kidding. Who will be the next? We'll have abangan niyo po, and there will be more information. So thank you so much, everyone, and thank you so
Thank
much, Wendy.
you.
You
Have a good night. Have a good afternoon.
have a good afternoon and
Bye.
have a good night. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Ah, it's loading. Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you. Thank you sa time, Juvie. God bless.
And if you think you need more exposure to do that,
Mm.
I didn't actually want to have this every week, but then since marami nagtatanong, and then I'm
Mm.
thankful to the time of teachers, especially your one. So just let me know, and if you know someone who would like to share their experience as well,
Yes.
just tell them to connect with me.
Yes.
See
Thank
you.
you, Julie. Bye.